Namaskar and hi friends. Well, today is our third video on women's safety. I thought that there are a lot of women who stay at home alone, mostly during the daytime. So why not think of and jot down certain points with related to the safety of such women. These women may be not working or out of a job. They may be pregnant. That's why they may be at home, or they may be senior citizens who have already done a good career but now they are no more working. So there are different reasons why women may stay alone at home along with their one or two child or a parent, etc. So what precautions, what care should they take, especially to prevent theft or any harm to them from an outsider? Now you see, I found that a lot of times, especially in India, people keep the entrance door open, especially during the daytime. And the most common reason which they give is basically they are careless, but they say that nothing happens in our area, or nothing happens in our society, or nothing happens, like no serious crime incident happens in our building has ever happened. It's a very safe area, it's a very safe lane, it's a very safe village. So it's wrong basically thinking, and that's why they do not even bother to lock the entrance or the main door from inside and just keep it open. So obviously it is very simple for anybody to barge in and to commit a theft, a robbery, a dacoity, a murder, a rape, or even abduction of a child. So believe me, there are a lot of gangs who are out there. They are already keeping a watch on such people, on such families. These gangs, their network is very strong, their intelligence gathering is very strong, and they have a very strong sense who keeps the door open, how many people are there in a house or in a bungalow or in a flat, whether there is a single person, 2, 3, 5 people. So they are very smart. I've also seen some people who go out for a morning walk out of their house or exercise, and they keep the door open because they don't want to disturb the other partner, and there is no latch system wherein if you just push the door it automatically gets locked. They don't have that system, so they just keep the door open and they say no, nothing, the newspaper wala comes, the milkman comes, and our area is very safe. But it is very easy for somebody to enter a house when the door is open, to steal a mobile or a laptop which may be kept somewhere. So all this precaution needs to be taken. Such people also need to do, either they need to put a latch to their door or tell their partner or other relative in the house to get up and close the door. Now these gangs of thieves, they may sometimes come as a salesman, as a salesperson. I'm not saying all salesperson are bad or thieves, etc. But they may come as a salesperson, as a student, in the guise of a student to ask for some donations, in the guise of a courier person, or somebody who does some survey to gather some data. Of course, most people are genuine, but there may be a wolf in a sheep's clothing, 1 in 10,000, so we need to be careful. Somebody may come to take the reading of your electric meter or a gas. Now we know who are our regular people who come to take such readings, but we need to be precautious. We need to take the necessary precautions. Sometimes they may come as a plumber or an electrician. I know people who say that I have been sent by your husband from office, or I have been sent by your father, or I got a call from your husband, I am an electrician and he told me please visit the house or to repair the geyser, or I have directly come from the office. And innocently or in a stupid way, a lot of people end up taking them inside the house. There are also certain gangs of women who may come to sell some soaps or utensils or certain items, toys, towards which women get easily attracted, and they gain an easy entry in our house. Now believe me, if there are 1, 2, 3 people and we are alone in the house, what sort of a fight back can we give? Or even if there is one person and if he or she carries even a small knife or a weapon like a pistol, then we are finished. We cannot do anything. A very common thing which I have seen in India is we can never say no whenever somebody asks for water. Obviously, as good morals, we should give water to people to drink, obviously, but we never know. So these people, if we don't open the door, then they make an idea and say, at least can you give me water? And then the woman has to open the door, and as per Indian culture we again ask them to sit, and the woman goes inside to the kitchen to get water, and it gives a chance for him to make his move. Now there are also certain people who say that we will exchange your gold, or we will make your gold double or twice. So all this is nonsense. You need to avoid such people also. Now there are certain people whom you don't know very well. Maybe you have just met them once or twice, or maybe heard of them from somebody. Yes, it's the same person. Now you have to take such people in your house when they come, but be careful. Do not go inside for a long time, leaving them alone. Also ensure that your important documents, bank checkbooks, bank passbooks are not thrown away, just thrown anywhere in the drawing room, because a lot of people have this habit. They come from outside and dump everything in the sofa, in the chair, and these people may get a chance to see all those things. Another important point is, with such people or any other people, do not share too much of your personal information. These people are smart enough. So where is your husband working, what is his salary, what time does he go, what time does he come, or where do you go, which is your bank, etc. So try and discreetly but politely avoid sharing any of your personal information with such people. Next point I would like to cover is, do not eat anything which is given by unknown people. Even when you are traveling, in the papers we read a lot of cases. Somebody says, oh, I've just got a son and please eat this sweet, or I've got a job, please eat this sweet. And that sweet contains a medicine which makes people unconscious. So if some unknown person comes to your house and offers you something, your entire family may fall unconscious, and then it will give him a chance to loot, to rape, to murder, to abduct. So avoid anything. It's a straight and blunt no. Tell him, or just take it and keep it. I'm not going to eat it. So now what do we do finally? If you don't have a safety door, please do make it. Now what is a safety door? There is a main door. In that main door you should always have an eye hole, wherein you can see who has come, who has not seen. Keep the eye hole, which is sort of a lens, at an appropriate height, so that even the women who may not be very tall are able to see through that. Also keep a chain to the door, so that you need not open the full door. Just put the chain and try to see who is there. But in addition, always try to or make a safety door or a grill door which is outside the main door, and through that again you can see and you are very well protected. Finally, when you are alone at home, keep certain telephone numbers handy. It could be numbers of the police, the ambulance, the doctors, your neighbors and relatives, because in case of any eventuality, even some of the thieves may lock you from outside and they may loot some other flat owner or some other house. So for any emergency, all these telephone numbers should be kept handy. So friends, these were certain points which out of my experience of life or common sense I thought I would jot down and try to speak to you how to ensure women's safety when you are at home alone, especially alone or with a child or a senior citizen in the house. So hope you have liked my points. You can also share these points with your other colleagues, friends and relatives. Fine friends, I'll stop here. Thank you so much for listening to me, and namaskar.